Ladies and gentlemen, I have good news, very good news, but also bad news. Not very bad news. We have a new Christian. We have a brother who left Islam, and this guy is from Pakistan. The brother is formerly a school teacher. I'm saying formerly because when he made that decision to leave Islam, wow, the principal fired him from his job. So I believe his only source of income could right now be his YouTube channel. Even if it isn't his YouTube channel, let's go ahead and give the brother support. His channel is called J and Tech. I'll put the link in the description below and also in the first comment, in my comment section. Please let's go and support the brother. It is working. Apologetics is working, like I've always said. This brother encountered the touch of Christ when he was interacting with God logic in a debate. You can go and watch it as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Jesus Reigns Apologetics. And let's go right ahead and listen to what the brother gotta say for himself. Thank you very much. Thank you for tuning in. Subscribe.
Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. And well, you can see the title of the video. I knew this would happen one day or another. But this would happen, it would happen like this. I never saw it coming. I never saw this happening to me. Now, if you're wondering what I'm talking about, well, in my last video, I reacted to myself confessing Jesus as Lord in Avery's or God Logic stream. And the amount of support you people gave me in the comments, the amount of love I received from you all are beautiful people out there. Thank you for supporting me in my journey. Thank you for showing your love towards me and towards Christ. So the last video of me reacting to myself confessing Jesus is Lord on Avery's channel, that video got viral overnight. That video went viral of me reacting to myself confessing Jesus as Lord, and because that video went viral, a lot of people saw it. Obviously. And well, a lot of people from my own country, from my own town, they also saw it because it went viral. And one of those people was the head manager or the head manager of the school I used to work in. So I have been a teacher at that school. I'm not going to tell you the name of that school because, of obvious reasons. I don't want to defame anyone or any corporation or, anyone in this case. But I used to teach at that school. I used to teach English to children there. I was a primary teacher in the primary school, and I had been working there for like a year or so. But today, when I went to school to teach, I was conducting the period. I was teaching the class, right? It was the first period. Like in Pakistan, the schools, the timetable of schools, especially primary schools, they have like 5 to 6, maybe even 7 periods. So it was the first period. I was teaching my class, and my coworker comes up to me. He comes up to me and he says that the head manager has called you in her office. The management has called you. And I was like, okay, well, I was completely oblivious to what was gonna happen. I went there. I went to the office after finishing my period. After finishing my lecture, I went there. And I went into the office and I sat down. And there was my head manager. She's a middle-aged woman. And she looked up at me and she said, like, she was on her phone. She looked up at me and she said, "Look, John," because my old Muslim name was different. It was Ahmed. And she was like, now after converting to Christianity, you know, I I picked my name. It was John. It is my new name. And she was like, "Look, John, you have to leave. You are not a good you are not a good role model for the youth. And we don't want to do anything with you or whatever controversy you're coming up with against us and against our religion. And we don't want you here. You're basically a bad influence for the youth. You're not a good role model. You're a bad influence overall. And it's better if you leave." And when she told me this, I was like, my brain literally turned off. I was staring at her like a blank stare, like a complete deadpan look. And before I could process anything, she picked up a document from underneath the table, underneath her desk, from the drawer, whatever. Picked up a document and she slid it in front of me. And I looked down and I read, it's a resignation letter. Before I could process anything, she slid that document in front of me. "Here's a resignation letter. It's better if you leave." And I was like, my expression most of the time during that event was like, I was shocked, and like her putting the document of the resignation letter in front of me was even more shocking. And I was just bewildered, I didn't know how to react, and I was like, why? I finally picked up the courage. I said, why? What did I do? Like, the children I used to teach, they used to love me, they used to respect me a lot, and I was like, why? What did I do? And she looked at me dead in the eyes, and she said, "Look, we cannot have apostates like you teaching our children. We cannot have apostates like you teaching our youth. Now, it's better for you and for us that if you sign this resignation letter and leave. Otherwise, things might get even more dire. Things might get worse." She looked me dead in the eyes and she said this. And like, I was like shocked. My brain wasn't able to process what was happening. When I went to school today to teach, I didn't knew that this was going to happen. No. And when it did happen, my brain literally shut off, like, suddenly, like, and I don't know. So, here I am, unemployed. However, though, teaching wasn't the only profession I was in. You can see my workbench behind me, and I also used to do woodworking as a hobby. And now I might find another job in another school, in another place. I might find employment, but even if I can't do that, I have my skills, my woodworking skills with me. I can make pretty good furniture. I've made furniture before in my life, and I've sold it for a good amount of money. I might pursue my hobby as my employment in the future. Who knows? But I just wanted to get this out there because I didn't see it coming. Like I knew that, like something was cooking up. There was unease in the environment, like but in my work environment, but I didn't know it would end like that. And losing my job, losing employment. What do I think now? Am I worried? Am I stressed? Well, stress and worry is natural, but at the same time, I'm at peace. Like, I know this would happen. Like, there is literally no faith without prosecution. If you look at the Bible, you look at the lives of the apostles, you can see there was prosecution, and there's no faith without prosecution. I know this would happen. I knew this would happen, but I didn't know it would happen this early and this abruptly. And well, the discrimination against other faiths and the prosecution, it's just, especially where I live, it's insane. And well, I would say the Lord have blessed me. The Lord has blessed me in many ways. Because not only he revealed himself to me, he gave me a family all across the globe, and he also blessed me with skills that I can use right now. And well, there's no faith without prosecution. This reminds me of the verse, Psalm 34:18. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. So the thing is, I know that this was going to happen. Prosecution, the prosecution and the discrimination, it crushes your spirit. And when I was sitting in the office in front of my manager, in front of the head manager, I was crushed in spirit. I was broken because I loved to teach children. I have been working there for a year now, more than a year actually, in that school. And they just kicked me out just like that. But oh well. I saw it coming, but I didn't see it coming like this abruptly. I just wanted to get this out there, and I just wanted to say, if you're going through something, to all of my beloved viewers out there, you all are beautiful people. If you're going through something, just remember that you are not alone, and the Lord is with you. He sees your struggle. He is close to the brokenhearted, and he saves those who are crushed in spirit. Now, this discrimination, this prosecution, I won't let this get to me. I won't let it crush me. I won't let it crush my spirit. I will keep preaching the truth. Even if some people don't like it, the Bible has all the answers, even though some people don't like them. I will keep preaching the truth, no matter what happens now. Like, I literally made a promise there on the stream that for you I will live, and for you I will sacrifice my life. Oh, my beloved Lord, Jesus. So I won't let this little incident crush me. We'll find another place of employment, and maybe even pursue my hobby as my full-time job. I just wanted to say, if you all are going through something, just remember, the Lord is with you. You're not alone. And trust me, there's no faith without prosecution. The Lord tests you in many ways, and the Lord only tests those people who he deems worthy. Don't be afraid. And well, I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.
Well. I thought Surah Al-Baqarah chapter 2 verse 256 says, there is no compulsion in religion. It would seem not. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's go and support the brother. subscribe to his channel, comment and like his videos, give him that morale boost and strengthen him. Also, don't forget to subscribe to Jesus Reigns Apologetics and let's flow together. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye bye.
Bye. Have a great time.